Check.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A gain of 9. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Derrick Henry. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. 18-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Opening carry of the game here for Rex Burkhead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
The 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Draw play. This is Henry. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. So I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now you turned it over, and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing, Mariota. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Titans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Hooker up for the tackle. No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On third down, Mariota. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota drops it off for Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down, Mariota. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. Third down here. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back near his goal line, Mariota throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mariota from the gun on third down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. With it is Jackson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 42-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 7-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Play. 2nd and 10. At the Browns' 13-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings brings up fourth. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Cleveland.
Now Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up second and
Mariota.
at the 39-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Mariota dancing to his left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 10.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
To Nick Chubb.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal.
Don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, To me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Cleveland.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards the pickup there.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Mariota to throw it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Complete to David Njoku.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Yards.
That was a good, strong run for a 1st down, and they are just dominating right now in this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
They'll give it to Chubb, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Mariota. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill over the middle here to Brown. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Drive about to get started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, the ball tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Mariota. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Mariota now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll move the chains.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Thielen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33.
24, Nick Chubb.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
The 33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
throwing is Mariota. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run with Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Quick slant to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Running from the gun with Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Derrick Henry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Brought down at the
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The good gain last play. This time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And a solid run down inside the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Mariota to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here's Mariota. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see